really serious in the organization. You know how you walking down the street, some people come up and say, "What's up, black man? What's up, black sister?" They be ready to fight. They taught you to fight people. If they call you other than black, if they call you other than Moor,
wow.
that's disrespectful. You should check them and put them in their place because they keep calling you black. Now you're gonna fight your own people over calling you a title that the oppressor or the European or the devil has educated you that means something evil. That's Willie Lynch. So the fundamental basis of that institution, which was very perfect in its time, because it elevated people and took them to another level and taught them about knowledge of self and somehow seeing how they are God and seeing the divinity of themselves, but also teaching them that they're sinners, that we're sinful people, and that the prophet came to take you from your sinful ways. This is what it says in the Holy Book. So being black was being a sin, and your sin was being black. And the only way you can get out of that sin is by claiming your nationality and becoming a Moor. Now, you ask them, go ask them more and try this. Just act this homework. And say, well, who is the real white man? They'll say them. Black is evil, and that we're the real white man.
Oh, no.
Listen to this. We're the real white man. So the Moorish movement is the white power movement.
Oh,
sure.
And so-called people walking around as melanated, super dark, saying that we the real white man. And that white means purity. I'm quoting directly out the book. White means purity, purity means God, God means rule of the land. This is all Willie Lynchism. So you're not going to get anywhere with that. If you hate your own people within what you're doing, you cannot hate and love at the same time. You can't hate yourself and think you're about to wake up people and enlighten them to the knowledge of who they really are when they have a negative image of who they are, a negative identity of themselves. So the Moorish movement is going to fail every time at that. Now another aspect of the Moorish movement is depending on the white boy's legal system. Dr. York tried it. The European is illegal. Anybody, if they took your slavery and they took your nationality, according to the Moors, in 1776, that's evil. It didn't say you gave it to them. I'm just quoting according to their doctrine. It said it was taken from you. So if they've taken it from you, they're a thief.
Exactly.
Now, that's illegal. So their whole society is based on illegality. Now, the next point. They say, well, the Moors is it's not illegal. We was the original people over here, and they talk about Big Ben, the first Uncle Tom. He designed the White House for the white boy. So Big Ben is not somebody you want to look up to. If you're deciding this place where crackers is ruling all of our people internationally, I would not look up to Big Ben. That was the first Uncle Tom. He designed the architect for the White House. But they say, okay, we the first people over here. Now, you say the first people over here, then, and this was originally our land, but we signed some treaties and signed our lands over to the European as Moors.
Why?
Now I said, if we did that, why are we still taking on the identity of somebody who was that damn stupid? Maybe we need to go further back and take a deeper historical position. Because the Moorish time is who messed it up. Okay, in Spain, they sleeping with Europeans in the castles. That's why they lost Spain. Because they were so busy up in the castles with white women and bathhouses and brothels and all this type of stuff that they lost sight of what was actually happening down in the field. And the Catholics took it back over from them. So they messed up in Spain. Then they come over here as the so-called Native Americans, which is no such thing as a Native American, because American is a misnomer. America is only 400 years old. Period. It's probably less than that. But America is very young. So no such thing as a Native American. America is a term that was given by the Portuguese or given by Europe. They call this the Americas. The natives call this Turtle Island. The only real Native American is the European. He's the native of that concept that he made up. There is no America. Do you understand what I'm making? Just as there is no real United States. These are all overlays on this geographical climate that exists. But if the so-called Moors was over here and they signed the land over, then I don't identify with that. You messed up. Because now if I claim them as being my forefathers, the ones who messed up, that means I gotta carry on with these treaties that you signed, talking about the Treaty of Friendship and Peace. Why the hell are we gonna have friendship and peace with the damn devil? Do you understand the point I'm making? So I'm not going to go in the court of law and tell the judge that we are upholding the Treaty of Friendship and Peace. Why would I not tell him that? Because now I'm putting myself under his jurisdiction. Do you see the point I'm making? The minute we sign in a contract with him, that's when we put ourselves under his jurisdiction. So this whole moral history of saying, well, our forefathers set this up and this is our government. No, it's not. Because if it's our government, why are 70% of our people in jail? And 80% of our people in mental institutions?
Why is we even struggling on everything that's ours?
You teaching. It's not, as you can see by evidence of looking out your window. I don't know where you live at, but if you're in the hood, you can tell this really ain't ours. The way they're playing it. So the European is illegal. According to Moores, he stole your birthright. He took your name and gave you names that delude to slavery. He is evil. So no legal person, no illegal being can ever be legal. So when you accept his law, the same law that says slavery was legal, the same person, when you go and accept that institution as a legal institution, you are now spitting on the graves of your ancestors. It's a reality. I don't care what you call it under. It's a fact. That same institution. So now you're going to an illegal institution that is set up in its essence by European males to promote white supremacy. And now you're going to ask them for some justice. And they're going to tell you every time it's just for us. You understand what I'm making? And not for you. So his whole government and his entire system is illegal. I don't care how many affidavits you file out. The more affidavits you file, the more you out for David. And not out for yourself. I don't care how many legal documents and UCC, you need to CC what the hell is going on. And this European is wicked and evil. Wesley Snipes tried to go to court talking about UCC and file all that. Gave him 3 years. He only owed $3 million. He gave him $5 million. The cracker still sent him to jail to destroy his career because he had an image of black power on the television screen. They don't want to see you even with the image of any type of power. You threaten them to even having a movie talking about black power. That's why you don't see any more so-called blaxploitation films, which really have the most empowering images of black people that you will ever see on the television. No more of them. We play subservient images now on television. We was killing crackers back in the 70s. Right on television, ruthlessly, violently. So you saying we have progressed as a society?
No.
We have degressed dramatically. So my point is that if we see the UCC does not work, we see how they ran in on Dr. York. We see how they took down Yahweh Ben Yahweh. We constantly see how Noble Drew Ali died in jail. So if it's all about sovereignty and being Moors and the legal system, why did Prophet Noble Drew Ali die in jail?
So now,
why was he arrested if he was a sovereign of a sovereign nation? Go ahead, brother.
So now, the question I want to ask you, what are we going to do about it?
What we're going to do is start to organize. Step out of the European system. Step out of that whole illusion. And if you deal with it, that system, deal with it for the purpose of getting in there and getting the hell out. Just like the Matrix. Run in there, do what you got to do, but remember that you got to come back to New Zion. Do you understand what I'm making? Whole different mentality. Some people say, well, I'm going to go work for the European and be in the system and go to school, and they get caught up into it. Once they start getting in it, you never see them anymore. So white boy kick them in the ass. Then they come back and say, you know what, man. But they don't remember him why they forget all about where they came from. No Sankofa, why they in there. Till the white boy said, you're fired, you're not going to get the position, no matter how much you try, then they become black again. You're thug on the streets, selling all their drugs. They don't get conscious till they go to jail. Then they start reading books.
Why is it they got to go to jail to get
custody?
I tell them all the time.
And the minute they get out, they forget about any consciousness that they had in prison. And they get right back on the same thing. So my point is we got to see that the system itself is 100% absolutely evil. And it's set up to pull you into it, to get caught up into it, and get off and out of helping your people. We're supposed to be humanitarian servants to our people. That's all we're about, is humanitarian service. We're not about just getting guns and going out fighting crackers and fighting Europeans. Because we can kill him. But if we can't provide the services that our people need to really elevate on a higher level, then we really just wasted our time. Do you understand what I'm making? Some people say, well, we're going to look at the Black Panthers. They say, we're going to go kill these crackers and shoot them up and do this, that, and other. But what's going to happen? What do you have in place?
That's a long-term goal.
At least the old Black Panthers had breakfast programs where they fed the youth. Today's Black Panthers don't set up or have nothing set up. So then it's not even a rational attitude. So our first plan of action is humanitarian service. The white boy is not going to